Well, today is the second last day on my ride to Lhasa. I rode from Jiali County all the way to Menba Township, which was about 190 kilometers. I was really close to Lhasa, the capital of Tibet Autonomous Region, or Xizang as it's also known. Good morning, a very nice sleep, and that was just a warm up. Some high school students tried to cross over their school's fence. They have just broken their school's regulations, I think. So this is starting today's journey. This is how yesterday evening. Hopefully there will be no more problem. First, I will take you to a spot where I saw the bears the other day. Well, this is the place where we spotted the bears, just somewhere downside this hill. They all got clothes to keep them warm. Yeah, nice setting. I think they are going for some race. Yeah, I think this should be peak. Now let's go have a check. 5,000. Well, if you listen carefully, there's some cracking sound. It's a pipe. Not bad. 5,000 meters altitude. Behind me is a brief introduction of this site, international important wetland, but because it was established many years ago and the words cannot be clearly seen, I guess this map just showing you the different types of the geological types, I think, like swamps and grasslands and water bodies and all others. Okay, what I spotted. Over there, Tibetan fox. Really cute. The ecosystem of the highland prairie is fragile. There are a lot of mice. They basically dig a lot of complex holes beneath the surface, which can eventually lead to desertification of the prairie. The natural enemies of the mice are eagles and these foxes. Annihilation of one species can be disastrous to a whole system. It's like a chain linked with each other. So protection of the ecosystem here can be very important. The wetland, vast area of wetland with ponds, bogs, and swamps. Wow, this one is beautiful with the shadows of the mountain. Wow, stunning. With the floating clouds. Nice day. Wow, the scenery is so beautiful. Mountains, prairie, and cotton-like clouds. You know, it's just like a painting. Wow, the scenery is really beautiful, isn't it? Green water. Yeah, this is for lunch. Tea, Tibetan tea. We'll have lunch here in this Tibetan canteen. It's Chaoyang Tibetan cuisine. Here, it's a fake number plate, not from Dutch. Bye bye, 早去得了。Look at this pasture behind me, countless yaks and nomadic people. Very beautiful river passes through this pasture. It's rather beautiful. Gonna show you area view.
Already got everything we need to dance in the glow. It's always in my head, can never get enough. That's all my feeling left. Me and my friends dancing till we drop, and the good times don't stop. The good times don't stop. The good times don't stop. Late nights sitting under starlight.
There's no board, official board indicating the altitude here, but my data reads 5,088 meters. Yeah, this should be a highest point. Now descending down. Wow, There's a very beautiful lake, not in big size, but its altitude as such still very beautiful and created by these craggy mountains.
I just look at the water surface. It's crippled and crystal clear. Yeah, it's beautiful. Shallow one, but beautiful. Especially, it's very clear. You can see the bottom. No one's here, just me.
See that pile of constructions on the hillside. That will be my next stop. It's a very famous temple. Its name, I forgot the name. Sorry, we'll be there and say it's famous for its burial ceremony, celestial burial ceremony. It's the third largest in the world. The first one should be in India. The ranking is based on a special burial ceremony. I bet there will be some winding roads leading to that site. Yeah, here it is. The name, Zhigongti Monastery. Yeah, let's went to a hillside. Uh-oh. Yes, a lot of vultures here, but this is not morning. If I came to this place in the morning, I could see a lot of vultures, because there are like a dozen of ceremonies each day. Even like that, you cannot take photo out of respect to a deceased. I think finally we're here.
Wow, the scenery down below is so beautiful. It's crop field. I think it's Highland Valley. Now let's get to that direction. If you walk straight, you can spot the vultures at the site where they chop the deceased. Here's some rules. So I will start filming from now on, out of respect and follow the regulations here. After visiting the celestial burial site, where the deceased are presented to the vultures in a religious ceremony, I headed down to go camping.
江苏的，你们这上面有熊吗？
有熊，北上这边有，真的有。
那这个地方打帐篷不安全是吧？
对。
哦，那住的有吗？这个正常有住的吗？
有那是。
啊？
有。我们家环街旁边有的。有。好的，拜拜。
啊。
再去再来。
再去再来。Stay here for a night. Got myself a hostel.
Well, I just got myself a hostel, and you see, this patch of web constructions. Actually, it is the temple. I visited the temple, but I will not show any footage or any photos about the ceremony, the celestial ceremony, because out of respect for deceased and regulations here. For me, I'm not in this area, so I think there will be some inaccurate info. At the beginning, I tried to camp here. There's very beautiful grassland with crystal clear water. Some locals told me like here it's very dangerous. There are bears just inside this mountain. After nightfall, they will just be this side and trying to scavenge trash bins, so it can be dangerous. I found myself a hostel. It was very cheap. 10 euros for one night, and with dinner included. There are many bears inside the room. I bet like 10 or 12, but I'm lucky enough to be just me. because it's not hot season anymore, not so many tourists. I can enjoy the whole room myself. So that's a nice part of it. But one interesting thing, this house, 5 generations household.